Good afternoon. Welcome to Wausau East. We're just doing a quick sound check here to see that everything is going smoothly. We have Wausau West versus Wausau East softball coming your way in just a bit. Thank you for watching Zaleski Sports. Just a sound check. Sound check, check, check. Welcome to Wausau East Field as they host the Wausau West Warriors here in Wisconsin Valley Softball Conference action. Both teams come in today with a record of 0-3 and 0-1 in conference play. a chilly, brisk day here in Wausau. Thank you for joining me. This is Dan Lau here on Play-by-Play today for Zaleski Sports to bring you Lumberjack Warrior Baseball. Welcome to the AutoSelect pregame show. Today's pregame is brought to you by AutoSelect, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, has been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at AutoSelect, you're good to go. That's AutoSelect on Schofield Avenue in Weston, and also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Pitching today for the Wausau West Warriors is Nora Hintz, and opposite her for the Lumberjacks, Adriana Bodner. Looking at the defensive lineup today for the Lumberjacks, pitching is Bodner, catching Carly Clues, first base Evelyn Tomei, second base Kaylin Majewski, shortstop Bailey Burnt, third base batting for the third baseman is the designated player Taylor Dykstra, and playing third base right fielder is the one batting, that's Boers, and playing third base is Claire Guiley. She was not on the printed roster. My apologies there. She was on the roster I was given, but not the printed roster I have from their tournament or their invite at DC Everest last weekend. Warming up right now is Bodner at the pitching rubber for the Lumberjacks, and we'll bring you the Wausau West lineup. Pitching Nora Hintz, catching Addie Isle, first base Sadie Peisig, second base Peyton Calmez, shortstop Claire Calmez, third base Taylor Defner. Designated player will be Jaden Elke, batting for the left fielder Molly Mashinsky, center fielder Taylor Liebelt, and right fielder Kenna Gale. We'll be right back with first pitch right after this.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at AutoSelect in Weston. At AutoSelect, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their...
Welcome back to first pitch. That was our AutoSelect pregame show. Jane Elke takes a ball high for the count to be 1-0. Elke, the designated player today, swing and a miss on the pitch from Bodner. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. A cold April afternoon opposite us. That ball fouled away for strike two. Opposite us, looks like Wausau East Lumberjacks are playing the Antico Red Robins. I can update you on the score if I ever see that scoreboard over there. And that ball bounced in. Wausau East and Wausau West both very early in their seasons. They both started last weekend at the DC Everest Invite indoor at Greenheck. That ball bounced up to the third baseline and thrown out at first is Elke on the play from Claire Guiley, my apologies, and one down. I had the pleasure of getting to call some the Wausau West Cedarburg game at Greenheck Wausau West got on the scoreboard right away on the state-bound team from last year, the Cedarburg Bulldogs, but Cedarburg ultimately took the win 12-6. More on that throughout today's game. Wausau West also fell to Lakeland 3-0 in their season opener at Greenhack, and fell to the Merrill Blue Jays this week in their one conference loss, rounding out their 0-3 record and 0-1 in conference. Wausau East also started up at Greenhack in DC Everest with a loss to Pulaski and a loss to Baraboo. Baraboo, they were down big early, came back, took the lead, but then the Thunderbirds retook the lead on Wausau East and did not relinquish it. Wausau East was then 0-2 going into conference play this week, in which they played Wisconsin Rapids and fell to them. That is a walk to Kennegale. And the Warriors have their first base runner of the day. Batting is Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder. And that stolen base attempt successful by Gale. Good throw by the catcher, but not quite in time to get Gale there. This game is brought to you by Access Insurance. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency. Their business revolves around you. And another base runner here for the Warriors, first and second, one down, bringing up shortstop Claire Calmez. Calmez against the Cedarburg Bulldogs hit a home run in a unconventional way. The rules at the DC Everest indoor facility there is that it's an out if it's and that ball hit to the shortstop. Scoring is Gale. Unsuccessful was Brandt being able to corral that ball. Now we have runners on first and second and one in. It was a diving stop there by the shortstop, so I think we could rule that a hit. And that ball smacked down the third baseline. In comes Liebelt on the RBI by catcher Addie Heil. Now we have first and second once again and another run in for the Warriors. Back-to-back singles here for West as first baseman Sadie Peisig comes in. As I was saying on Claire Calmez, her home run was ruled a home run after hitting the roof, but the trajectory suggested that it would have been a home run rather than a plain out. So the umpires got together and ruled that a home run for Calmez. There were a couple of those instances that I saw in the Cedarburg-Wausau West game. And we got one down, first and second for Peisig. That ball in for a strike. We are even at 2-2. And down goes Peisig, 2 down for the Warriors, bringing up Peyton Calmez, second baseman. Delivers low, taken for a ball. That off-speed pitch outside, 2-0 to Calmez. Another ball taken, count 3-0. Bodner looks to get out of this jam. And the inside pitch is taken for a walk to fill the bases for West. This spring will be our first spring getting regular coverage of Wausau East and Wausau West sports for softball and baseball. We look forward to bringing that to you this spring. And the run and smart play there by Guiley, fielding the ball and getting back to third base to get the force out. And we will be right back after this for the bottom of the second inning. You are watching Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. My apologies, the scoreboard was off that half inning. I was troubleshooting that. Now up for the Lumberjacks, leading off second baseman Kalen Majewski. Pitching today, Nora Hintz for the Warriors. This game is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. Due up after Majewski here is Beaversdorf and Burnt. That ball taken low. Both teams in search of a win today. One guaranteed to do so. Bring smiles to one half of Wausau. Will it be East or West? West on top here with a 2-0 lead. Ball taken by Majewski. Count 3-0. Both these teams were playing at the same time at Green Hack. I was able to glance over at the Wausau East game as I was covering Wausau West. Ball taken for a walk to Majewski. Center fielder Addie Beaversdorf. Due up. And the Warriors with the gun down at second, able to get Majewski, who is looking to steal. Nice throw there by Addie Heil. That ball up the first baseline, and incredible catch, caught foul by right fielder Kenna Gale. 2 down quickly. And Bailey Barrett drives one to left center, and that is caught by Liebelt. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be right back with more Wausau softball after this.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Today's game is brought to you by J&D Tube Benders. Founded in 1968 and has stayed in the Felch family ever since as a locally owned manufacturing specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the JD Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. Now batting is Taylor Defner, third base, for the Warriors, who lead 2-0. That ball taken, 2-0. My apologies, I've been behind on covering the, getting full camera coverage for you as well. Typically with a producer, so I forget that I have both roles to fill today. Count 3-1 here to Defner. Swing and a miss. Full count. Bodner and the Lumberjacks look to have a quicker inning this top half of the second. And that ball hit up the third baseline. Bobbled by Guiley. And Defner reaches on the air. E5. Back to the top of the order is Jaden Elke, who grounded out her first at bat. That attempted bunt is foul. Count 0-1. That ball driven to the outfield. Hit into center, and we have runners on first and second now. Sorry, that was caught. My apologies. That hit foul, count 0-1 to Kenna Gale, who walked and scored her first time up last inning. The lefty takes the ball. Count 1-1. And pass ball leads to Defner taking second. Bunt attempt withdrawn, but taken for a strike. Count 2-2 to Gale. And fielded by Guiley. Out at first. They call her safe at first, and now we have runners on the corners. Gale with the infield single. Runners on the corners, one down. Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder, who scored her last at bat. And the pass ball. Pitcher can't handle it, and the Warriors take advantage. Ball thrown away, and both runners score. That's Gale advancing all the way from first to score. And Defner, who got the first run. 4-0 now, Warriors. Lumberjacks will talk it over. Early in the season, both teams look to learn and grow from mistakes made. Some errant throws there by Wausau East, who just started their season last Saturday. Who just started playing games last Saturday. This game is brought to you by Innovative Health. Pain is your body's check engine light, signaling something isn't right. Come to Innovative Health in Weston for the best in chiropractic care to keep your body running the way it's meant to work. Feel better, live better, Innovative Health. Liebelt still at bat. Count 3-0, taken for a ball. On deck is Claire Calmez. And that ball hit down the line. Fair. And we have ourselves an inside the park homer. Liebelt with the inside the park home run. Hit down the right field line. And the ball wasn't relayed in quick enough for her as she sped around the base path for the unconventional home run. Count 1-1 now to Claire Calmez, who singled and was forced out at third. Her first at bat. 3 runs in this inning. And still just 1 down for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks open conference play against Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, and they fell 16-1. That ball caught by Tomei. 2 down. And that ball hit to the pitcher, thrown away, but nice job backing up is Majewski. Heil reaches on E1. And that ball hit foul. That ball taken high and throw over to second, not in time. And that ball cracked to center. Rounding is Heil, and she scores on the RBI double by Peissig. And due up is Peyton Calmez. Ball taken 1-0 to the second baseman. And that ball hit up the third baseline, and Guiley gets her at first to end the inning. 4 runs scored by the Warriors, which will bring us to the bottom of the second after this.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Here in the bottom of the second, we have due up for the Lumberjacks is Carly Clues, Adriana Bodner, and Claire Guiley. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit Mutual of Wausau to find an agent near you. Catcher Carly Clues to bat. The Lumberjacks look to get into the scoring column this half inning, already down 6-0 to the Wausau West Warriors. Count 1-0 to Clues. Down the heart of the plate, count 1-1. Taken for a strike. He pitches in from Hintz, fouled away. That scared me. I didn't expect it to get through that narrow gap in the fencing here. Count 1-2. Hintz into Clues, swing and a miss. One down, bringing up pitcher Adriana Bodner. Scherer and Construction with an office right here in Wausau. Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Scherer Construction. Check out their beautiful work at SchererConstruction.com. Ball taken in the first pitch. From Hintz to Bodner, pitcher versus pitcher. That ball grounded to Hintz, thrown out is Bodner at first on the catch from Peisig. 2 down early in this inning. As third baseman Claire Guiley, she's had plenty of action defensively today, steps to the plate for the first time. Guiley sky high and caught for the third out by Addie Heil. And a very quick 1-2-3 inning by the Lumberjacks, which will bring us to the top of the third after this. You are watching Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Leading off here for the Warriors is pitcher Nora Hintz. Hintz reached on fielder's choice on a putout at third base, her first time at bat in the first inning. Takes a ball low, count 2-0. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee offers top quality collision repair, full body repair along with 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Count 3-0 to Hintz. Took that pitch for a strike from Bodner. All Wausau West so far in this one. Swing and a miss. Full count. The Warriors scored 2 in the top of the first and 4 in the top of the second. Highlight of that was an inside the park home run by Taylor Liebelt. That ball hit to left field, and Hintz reaches on the infield on the single to left, bringing up third base Taylor Depfner. Reached on an error. Her first at bat, 0-1. Looks like we have a pinch hitter here, Claire Schultz. That not in time at second. Stolen base. Sorry, it isn't a pinch hitter. They called a over the loudspeaker. They said Schultz is at bat, but it is indeed Depfner. Nobody out, runner on second for the Warriors. Depfner at the plate. Swings up the third baseline. Look back by Guiley. And that ball not caught by Tomei at first. Now we have runners on the corners. Fielded cleanly, but unable to be caught. Top of the order, Jaden Ilke. Shows bunt, does not go, and a runner advances to second. Runners on second and third now. No one out. Ilke lays down the bunt, and they got tagged out. Hintz there on the rundown. Nice play there from Bodner. Bodner and Clues. And one down now. Runners on first and second. Gale, who's reached on a single and a walk, is 1 for 1 on the day. Two runs. 2 of the 6 Warrior runs today are Gale's. I hear cheering over at the Wausau East baseball game across the way. Swinging him. They called that foul, so runners cannot advance. Count 1-2. 1 down, runners on first and second for the Warriors. Warriors fell to Merrill 6-4 in their conference opener. Swing and a miss by Gale. And she is down on strikes. And 2 down. Bringing up Liebelt. Ball low. Runners get back to first and second. Do not advance. As Clues smothered it. Liebelt with the inside the Parker, her last at bat. That off-speed pitch. And both runners safe. Liebelt drives it foul. Count 2-1, 2 down. The Lumberjacks would love to put a goose egg on the board here in the third. Another ball foul. Count 2-2 to Liebelt. 2 runs today. And that ball driven high. And caught out and right to end the inning. Warriors leave 2. Do not score. Bottom of the third after this.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Welcome back, Zaleski Sports. Coverage is brought to you by Mammoth Mortgage. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Hintz will be pitching here again for the Warriors against designated player Taylor Dykstra, first base Evelyn Tomei, and center fielder Kate Sewell. Here in the bottom of the third, 6-0, Wausau West with the lead. That ball hit to short and out at first. 1 down quickly for the Lumberjacks. They want to get runners on the base path here this inning. Evelyn Tomei to bat. One of the top rebounders in the state in girls basketball action this past winter. First pitch taken for a ball. She jumps out, but it's called a strike. Sorry, he said it was... That was a ball inside. I thought the umpire signaled strike. High and away, 3-0 to Tomei. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm is everything you need, all at the lowest prices. That ball hit back to Hintz and thrown over for the out to Sadie Peisig. 2 down now for the Lumberjacks. Bottom of the order here, center fielder Kate Sewell. On this chilly day, many players opt for the long sleeve over the jersey as Sewell does here. Couple Warrior outfielders as well. Swing and a miss there. Count 1-1 to Sewell. That ball fouled. Thank you all for watching today, wherever you may be. Two down here in the bottom of the third. He pitches in from Hintz high. Count 2-2. The Lumberjack players cheering on Sewell here, who fouls it out to first base. 3 up, 3 down for the Lumberjacks. And we have the top of the fourth coming after this, after these commercial messages. Thank you to our sponsors.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these students.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Wausau West versus Wausau East softball. Claire Calmez steps to the plate here in the top of the fourth, as the Warriors are up 6-0 on their crosstown rival. And that ball ripped foul over the East dugout. Count 0-2. Warriors put up 2 in the first inning, 4 in the second inning, and did not score in the third. That ball hit to second base and thrown out at first is Calmez. As Addie Heil, the catcher, steps to the plate. She's had a good game defensively today. We have a pinch hitter here, Jaden Calmez. She takes the strike. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2 to Calmez. One down here in the top of the fourth. And that ball hit over the pitcher's head and unable to be fielded. Calmez reaches. And looks like there might be another pinch hitter here. It is Balin Holstrom. Will be hitting for Peisig. Runner on first, one down. Holstrom to bat. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Count 1-1 here to Holstrom. And a swing and a miss. 1-2 here. And that high ball swung at, and Tomei could not catch it. And scoring is Jaden Calmez as Holstrom scampers to second on the error. Another run here for the Warriors as there's still one down. And batting now is Claire Schultz for Peyton Calmez. Schultz takes a ball high. And an alert Holstrom scampers over to third to steal the base. And that ball hit up the middle. She is out at first for the second out, but that's a run in for West. 2 down now, and no one on base. And hitting now for Hintz is Caitlin Butler. She was the starting pitcher against Cedarburg this past weekend at Greenheck. And that ball hit over the first baseman, or the second baseman's head into right field for a single. Bringing up the top of the order, Jaden Elke. Sorry, Taylor Defner, third base. So 2 down, 1 on. Defner batting. Strike taken, 0-1. Defner watches that one come in for a strike as well. And that ball cracked down deep center and routing the base. To score is Butler. As Defner comes in standing for a double. For the third run of the inning here. And Elke grounds out to end the inning, but the Warriors tack on 3 more here in the top of the 4th. Lumberjacks look to get some action on the base paths after this.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life. And that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Wausau West up on East, 9-0. And the Lumberjacks are back at the top of the order. Here's Majewski, Beversdorf, and Burnt set to bat. Majewski walked her first at bat, but then was caught stealing. Taken for a ball, count 1-0. And new pitcher here is Caitlin Butler, taking the place of Hintz. Count 1-1. Ball high, 2-1. Two and two here to Majewski. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Butler fans Majewski, one down here in the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth, sorry. Addie Beversdorf up to bat. That ball hit foul. That ball at the feet. 1-1. Her teammates calling her Beeve. Butler delivers high, 2-1 to Beversdorf. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. That ball hit to first, and stepping on the base is Peissig for the out. Bailey Barrett, the shortstop, to bat. The lefty flew out to center her first at bat. Oh, and 2 here to Barrett. Butler winds up and check swing. Called a ball. Home plate umpire deferred to the first base. 1-2 to Barrett. Butler winds up, fouled. Butler steps the rubber and looks in. And that ball hit to second, relayed to first. 3 up, 3 down once again. And we have the top of the fifth coming after this. 9-0 Warriors.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning here at Wausau East. This is Dan Lau calling the game today. Between the Warriors and the Lumberjacks, Wisconsin Valley action, crosstown rivalry. Bodner still pitching for the Lumberjacks. And Kenna Gale batting for Wausau West. Ball bounced in, count 1-1. Gale uses that running swing technique. Already a lefty, so closer to first base, and running gives her a good advantage there. Swing and a miss, count 2-2. Couple practice swings as Bodner looks in. And that's taken for a called third strike by Bodner. One down here as Taylor Liebelt, the center fielder, steps in. That ball hit to the outfield. Over the right fielder's head. Liebelt into third. Coach holds her at third. Coach stops her at third. Maybe she won another inside the Parker, but held up as the ball had already made it to the pitcher for a stand-up triple. As Claire Calmez, the shortstop, hits it to second and caught. Now 2 down. Runner on third. Brings up Jaden Calmez. Ball high, 2-0. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelect.com. 2-1, 2 down, runner on third after the triple by Liebelt. And that ball gets past the catcher to rule a foul tip. Otherwise, Liebelt was full speed going in to score there. 2-2. To Calmez. Hit foul up the third baseline. Coach was able to just get out of the way there. Bodner to Calmez up the middle, and scoring is Liebelt on the RBI single by Jaden Calmez. Big 2-out hit there for her. Now 10-0 Warriors. Heil running for Calmez as Holstrom steps into the batter's box. Ball taken for a strike, and safe at second is Heil. Bodner looks in and winds up. Down the heart of the plate, 0-2 to Holstrom. Holstrom reached on an error her last at bat, but ultimately scored in the 4th inning. High pitch in for a ball, count 1-2. For all your auto repair needs, Mosney and Rothschild turns to John's Auto Repair off Business 51 north of Mosney. Auto repair you can trust, have it done right, and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Bodner delivers another ball. Count is full. 2 out, and Heil will be running on anything. Swing and a miss. And that is the inning for the Warriors, but they score 1 to take the lead 10-0. Lumberjacks look to extend this game here in the bottom of the 5th. Now a word from our great sponsors. We'll be back after this.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back to the Wausau East Softball Diamond, as East looks to score here this inning to extend the game. I believe if they don't, they will follow the 10-run rule. That ball ripped foul by Clues, who struck out her first at bat. Butler looks in and winds up. Nice off-speed pitch there by Butler, but it is a ball. Count 1-1 to Clues. Ball hit the third baseline and thrown out at first is Clues for the first out of the inning. 5-3 put out. Bringing up the pitcher, Adriana Bodner, who grounded out her first at bat. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Bodner looks to get on. They've just had the one base runner who was thrown out at second on a stolen base attempt. That ball ripped foul down the first baseline to the netting of the batting cages. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Ball 2-1 to Bodner. Taken for a strike, count 2-2. Butler delivers low. Jumping is Bodner. whose count is now full. Some wind coming in now. We avoided rain and snow for the most part today, which it looked like might happen. And that ball taken for a strike. 2 down now for the Warriors, who look to end this one. Bodner thought it was a ball and looked to take first, but the ump said otherwise as Claire Guiley, the third baseman, looks to keep the Lumberjacks' hope alive here. Low for a ball. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and so much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Swing and a miss by Guiley. 1-1. High. Her teammates look to cheer on. I see a rubber chicken in their dugout. I do not know the story on that. Maybe I can get the lore on that one day. Strike at the knees. 2-2. And Butler delivers high. Full count to Guiley. Popped up foul to the catcher, her first at bat. And swinging, hitting foul. Wausau West took both games last year in the rivalry and look to extend that streak here today. And that ball taken in, and for a walk, Guiley on first, bringing up Taylor Dykstra, grounded out. 6-3, her first at bat. And hit up to first base, taken back for the out is Kenna Gale. And I believe they will call this one, and they are. And that is the game. Wausau East falls to Wausau West, the Warriors with a 10-0 win. We'll have our Merrill Steel postgame show and interview with a winning coach and player after this.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Testing. Testing. We will have an interview here with a coach and a player shortly. Stay tuned for that. Just one moment. Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. We have right in here. Should face. Yeah. No, in here, please. Okay, we'll start with the coach. Actually, can you step in? Getting your first win in the season. You started 0-3, but nice conference win here. Tell me about that.
For the most part, these girls have the talent. They got talent to go all the way today. They just showed what they're capable of, so I'm really proud of them.
Talk to me a little bit about your two pitchers you have today. Obviously, you scored 10 on offense, 10 runs, but like your pitchers got quick 1, 2, 3 innings. You guys, talk to me about that.
They work really hard. They are over pitching in practice at least half the time probably, and they're working on their confidence, hitting their spots, and just believing in themselves. And they have a field that backs them up, and I think they both feel that on the mound. So that's came through huge. Even in the games we lost, I think we're feeling that as a group. And we're only a sophomore and junior. We got a couple others even that we work with. So, man, sky's the limit for these two.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Have these two now. Talk to me, each of you, about how it feels to just mow through a lineup today, and what it's like to get clean, quick innings, and the defense behind you as well.
I mean, we struggle sometimes on the mound, but the confidence coming by the 7 people behind us is insane. Like, them constantly talking, giving us feedback really helps push through the innings.
Yeah, it definitely makes me feel better to have such a great defense and having that confidence in myself and the team.
Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but you'll each say your name and say you're in the house. So you say your name, and you say your name, and you say we're in the house. Okay. And I'll count you guys down. You can hold it. I'll
Oh.
to the side. You know what you're doing?
Well, first and last name?
Yeah.
Like, I'm this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Nora Hintz.
And I'm Caitlin Butler.
And we're in the house.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching the post-game show, Merrill Steel post-game show. Wausau West 10 over Wausau East in a Wisconsin Valley rivalry today. This has been Dan Lau with Zaleski Sports. Thank you for watching. Good night.